Update. My 27F boyfriend, 30M, has told me to stop masturbating. Original post. https www.reddit.com/r/relationship advice comments Q5XL8L. My 27F boyfriend, 30 meters, has told me to stop. Everyone who commented was right. I was ignoring red flags. Soon after I made the post, I tried talking to my boyfriend about how he couldn't continue the controlling behavior. I won't go into details, but he beat me up a bit. I was able to get out and get to my parents' house and am staying there for a while. My boyfriend keeps trying to get in touch, even though I've blocked him on everything, making new accounts and things like that to tell me how he's sorry and how it won't happen again. I don't believe him, now that I've seen his true colors. My stuff is still at the apartment, but my brother is going to go pick it up tomorrow. Feeling broken-hearted and in pain. But I take some heart in knowing that I've done what's best for me. And at least now I can masturbate guilt-free again. Small blessing, but it's an act of freedom, too, I guess. Thank you everyone for your input on my previous post. It became very clear to me from your advice that this was not a relationship that was going to work out. I appreciate it. TLDR. He hit me and I left him. First and foremost, congratulations on getting out of there. If you feel up to it and your injuries are visible, ask someone you trust, perhaps your parents or your brother, to photograph them, and then go with you to report it to the police. The scumbag shouldn't be allowed to get away with this, and you'll potentially be helping out any other women he has contact with in future. Wow, that took a fast turn to no land. So glad you left and not entertaining any ideas of getting back with him. If he ups the ante, stalking, threats, etc., get a restraining order ASAP. He beat me up, but only a bit. This reminds me of a joke a Dutch comedian told when he got diagnosed with cancer. Doctor, you're lucky. It's a mild form, so it will not kill me? Doctor, no. It will, but mildly. It wouldn't have gotten better. Well done for leaving. It won't happen again. The lament of the abuser. I really can control myself, even though right then I couldn't control myself. I am so happy you did the right thing, but am sorry to hear he turned out to be even more abusive than suspected. If you are struggling in the aftermath at all, go see a therapist and good luck. You seem pretty dang great. Damn right he's sorry. His mask slipped and now you see who he really is. Well done for leaving. Some people may have been sucked back in by his apology crap and stayed to give him another chance. But you got out. Always carry that with you. Much respect for getting out of that situation. Stay strong and never be anywhere near him again. Stay safe and take care of yourself. You have done nothing wrong. Edited for spelling mistakes by Sausage Fingers. I'm sorry to hear that you went through this. Keep your head up. You did the right thing. Things will get better. I hope your bro trips and accidentally knocks your ex down a flight of stairs while he's retrieving your belongings. I hope you report him. He escalated so quickly. I'm afraid for the next girl. Have you read Why Does He Do That? It might help. Good. Nobody should put up with that. Tell him if he contacts you again, you will involve the police. That's fucking awful. You should honestly press charges against him. Regardless, I'm so happy that you managed to get out of that situation alive. You said you were ignoring red flags. Get to the bottom of that behavior before you start your next relationship, or else this will likely happen again. I would also look up how to deal with stalkers while you're at it, just in case he keeps harassing you. Really happy for you for liberating yourself. Sorry that it escalated to the degree it did. Heal and enjoy your newfound freedom and self-discovery. Best of luck. God. I'm so sorry that happened to you. I'm glad you're okay, and you have made the best, strong choice for your life. Don't respond. Go full no contact, even if you get tempted to talk in the next few days, weeks. Sunflower. Op. I want to take a moment to make sure you know that it's incredibly impressive that you were able to determine his control and demands were not healthy and that you reached out for help. It's very, very difficult to diagnose an abusive relationship before it gets physical. That's because the emotional abuse causes the exact same brainwashing as Stockholm Syndrome, using the exact same techniques too. So basically, your lizard brain, the oldest, most basic instinctual survival unconscious part of your brain, had been hacked and was implanted with the belief that the key to your survival and safety was to appease him and sympathize with him. This is called the trauma bond. In the coming days, your brain may try to trick you because of this trauma bond. It may try to minimize what he has done, excuse his behaviors, take responsibility for his behaviors, and defend him. Just know that it may come up and have a plan in place to confront your brain with the truth until those feelings go away. Like, journal what happened when you tried to discuss it with him. List all the ways he showed a callous disregard for your needs and feelings. Post here for support, or call a friend. Stay no contact and continue to block him. This is important for your brain to heal from the trauma bond. If you can, set emails from unknown parties to go to a spam folder and have a friend look through them, and if he continues to harass you, consider getting an order of protection. Take photos of any injuries and keep copies of any contact that admits to the abuse and harassment, as well as where you had told him to stop contacting you. I'm just so proud of you though, for confronting the painful truth, for listening to the advice with an open mind, and for reaching out for support, even while you suffered from a feeling of undeserved shame. This is common and you have nothing to be ashamed of. It's important that you know there is nothing about who or how you are that caused him to be abusive or that attracted an abuser to you. The abuse was 100% about who he is and 0% about who you are. In the future, here are some tips to help you identify possible abusers while they are still in the love bombing phase, where they act like the perfect partner. Abusers will often push for commitment early. They will almost instantly want all of your time and attention. In the beginning of an abusive relationship, you are showered with appreciation and affection. You feel seen and valued in a way you never have before. The potential partner is smitten and certain that you are everything they've ever hoped for. Someone who views you as a full and equal human being won't normally feel that certain so quickly. They would realize that while they really like what they know of you so far, that you are a unique human being with a lifetime of experiences, beliefs, and opinions, and they do not know you well enough yet to be certain of anything, though they are excited to continue to discover who you are. In a healthy relationship, neither partner is expected to lay aside all of their other friends and interests to spend all their time with their new partner. So set boundaries about how often you can meet for dates or talk on the phone early on, and stick to your boundaries for a while. How a new potential partner reacts to your boundaries is also a great indicator of possible abuse. When you present the boundary, it should be matter of fact. I have a lot on my plate, so I am unable to go on more than 2 dates a week. If things change, I'll let you know, but that's the most I can fit in for some time. An abusive person will often act as if your boundary is something you are doing to them. They will try to convince you it's unreasonable or unnecessary, or that if you really cared for them you wouldn't have the boundary. They will reach further and further, coming up with increasingly strange reasons why your boundary is actually harmful. Or they may agree to your boundary when you raise it and then violate it at will and give excuses for why your boundary didn't count this time. Just remember, strong boundaries are necessary for every healthy relationship. No one has to agree with, like, or understand your boundary to honor it. Boundary violations are a huge red flag. When you get to know someone, listen to how they speak about women in general and past partners in particular. Abusers will often say, "You're not like other women. You're X and they're Y. That's part of why I like you so much." Or regarding past partners, abusers will often claim they were crazy, irrational, sensitive, and abusive. When asked what went wrong in past relationships, an abuser will often go into detail about how horrible their partners were and only take any responsibility in the vaguest way possible, just to appear as if they take some responsibility. "I wasn't always perfect, but she was crazy and blew up at everything." If all of their past partners were crazy, chances are this person creates chaos and is the catalyst for the crazy. Abusers will often be very defensive of any perceived criticism early in the relationship. If he says or does something you do not like or that hurts or concerns you, bring it up kindly and with a goal of understanding. Let's imagine he was rude to a waitress for no reason and the stiffed her on the tip. You would say, "It was concerning to me to see how you treated the waitress. I felt like she was doing her best and you were kind of rude to her. I'd like to understand what happened back there." If he is a healthy potential partner, he might say, "I'm sorry. I was really hungry and I took it out on her. Looking back, and I can that it wasn't her fault. The steak was undercooked and I wish I had handled myself differently." Or he might say, "I didn't perceive it that way. But let me marinate on it a while and get back to you. I can understand why you would see it like that." An abuser will often overreact to criticism or a request for changed behavior. They might say, "It's her job and I wasn't rude, I was firm. She seemed fine with it. Why do you have a problem with it?" Or, "You're not my mother. Stop policing my words and trying to control me." Basically, all you can do to avoid abusive relationships is to have firm boundaries and maintain them. Don't stifle your needs, feelings, and opinions early on to be more palatable. You want someone who sees and accepts you for who you are, who takes the time to know you as a human. Sorry to see that he abused you further, but otherwise relieved by your update. If you ever need to talk in here, just DM me. Good for you. I'm sorry you had to put up with that. But better to find out now than later. Good luck for the future, it will get better. I'm so sorry you went through that. And I'm glad you broke up with him. Stay strong, be safe, and enjoy your freedom. So sorry for you. But I am glad that you are strong enough to leave. I hope he tries something with your brother and ends up tripping over the sidewalk 3 or 4 times. I'm so sorry that happened to you. You didn't deserve it at all, no matter what. One day you'll look back and the only thing you'll feel is relief knowing that you saved yourself from a lifetime of pain and unhappiness at best and at worst. Well, his violent outburst is pretty indicative of how he is when it comes to conflict resolution. Do not ever look back up. You are stronger than that.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.